Here we go then, back at the Dome Monday morning. The Reds versus the Greens, and it's Horn to Maul to Steve Wright, intercepted by Pete Wright. Annie Richardson, back to Andy Saxby. Wright, Richardson, Lewis. Oh, shot by Wright, saved by Podge. Good move there though. Horn to Wright. Horn. Phil Lewis cleans up. Back to Bobby Townsend. Andy Saxby. Phil Lewis. McPhail. Annie intercepts. Knocks it back to Andy Saxby. Out to Pete Wright. One of the newest additions to our walking football. Saxby. Lewis. Shot. Blocked. Kick into the greens. Wright. Saxby. Gonna shoot. Comfortable for the keeper. Wright. Horn. Back to McPhail. Wright. Tackled by Richardson. Annie comes out with the ball, but then she loses it again. Maul. Intercepted by Lewis. Richardson. Back to Saxby. To Wright. Richardson. Intercepted by Horn. Wright again. Richardson. Back to Wright. Lewis. Lewis, your chance. Didn't quite get hold of it. Horn. Back to McPhail. More. Right. Can't keep it in. Lewis back to Wright. Peter Wright. Richardson. Back to Peter Wright. Saxby. Lewis. Gonna shoot. Not a bad effort. Comfortably saved though. Gonna change balls, that one's a bit soft. About time they sorted out, kept that one away from the other, it's because it seems to be soft every week. Right. Saxby. Lewis. Shot, saved. Annie Richardson. Unlucky there. More with the ball now. Peter Wright. Saxby. Lewis. Back to Saxby. Gonna shoot. I thought he might. Goal kick. More. Horn. Runs it into touch. Kick into the greens. It's a bit nippy today. Saxby. Right. Richardson comes out with the ball. Wright tackles that. Pete Wright. Clive Horn with the ball now. Steve Wright. Oh, set him up. Set himself up for a shot, but Phil Lewis beat him to it. Shot. Saved. Still 0-0. Nice ball to Richardson. Out to Lewis. Here comes, no. I thought it was going to be a shot then. He turns more and then shoots wide. Pete Wright shoots wide. Drew it with a goal kick to McPhail. To Moore. Horn through to McPhail. He's taking it a bit wide now though. Horn, left foot, and a goal. 1-0. The Greens have had most of the play, but the Reds have scored the goal. Clive Orme with that excellent left foot of his. Saxby. Richardson. To Wright. To Lewis. Shot. Saved. McPhail to Steve Wright to Horn. Whoa. Kick in a miss. Townsend to Lewis. Oh dear, he's giving it to Clive Horn. Good block. Excellent block. Saxby. Ooh. I thought he was in then. Got a bit excited, sorry about that. Back to McPhail. Intercepted. Horn now. Lewis intercepts. Horn again. Free kick. Free kick to the Greens. Tackle from behind, I believe. Richardson. Saxby. Saxby in on goal. Oh, hit both posts. How often do you see that? Kick into the Reds. Steve Wright with the ball. McPhail. Steve Wright couldn't quite control it. She's gone through to Bobby Townsend. Out to Peter Wright. Through to Saxby. Back to Phil Lewis. Saxby marauding again. Richardson. What can Danny do? Back to Pete Wright. Richardson. Intercepted here by a Reds, and now it's a green ball. Right. Shot blocked. Peter Wright. McPhail. He left it for the keeper. Horn. Moore. Horn. Steve Wright. Getting confused now. Tackled by Pete Wright. I think I was right. Richardson down the line for Lewis. Will he square it? He shoots just wide. Can the Greens get back in it? 1-0 down. Horn with the ball. The Reds are having more of the ball since they've scored. Steve Wright shoots wide. Bobby Townsend. Tiny Richardson. Andy Saxby. Good through ball to Lewis. And it's one each. Those all hard to save. One. Finally poised game. Steve Wright. Clive Horn. New referee today, Gary Webb over there. Corner to the Reds. Ooh, right, blocked, right, saved, right. I did, and it's 2-1. Steve Wright with the second goal in the morning.
Where we go again?
Andy Richardson to Andy Saxby. Shot saved. McPhail intercepted. Lewis. Pete Wright. He's going to shoot, I think. No, he doesn't. Richardson saved and held. Moore. McPhail. Less than a minute to go before half time. In fact, it is half time.